Good afternoon, everybody. Today's demonstration is on electrostatics and the different methods of charging objects. The first method is charging by friction, and you take two insulating objects made out of insulators and literally rub them together like this. Here's a piece of rabbit fur and here is a hard rubber rod. Now when you just simply rub them together, you will charge both objects. Here is an electroscope, and you will see that yes, this rod got charged and the electroscope is detecting the presence of a charge. In this process, the electrons are stripped out of the rabbit fur and deposited onto the rod, making this rod negatively charged and the rabbit fur positively charged by the law of conservation of charge. The next method of charging is simply that of conduction. I will ground the electroscope. If I take this PVC pipe and the rabbit fur, then I will rub these together. You may hear this crackling. So now there is a significant amount of charge on this PVC, and then I can touch this initially neutral electroscope and you will see the leaves diverging a lot, and they're still diverged, meaning that we have some charge conducted from the insulator right onto the metal of the electroscope. Okay, I will ground the electroscope, but I think I have too much charge on my own self. Okay, I will try again to ground it. Okay, the next charging process is the charging by induction. For induction, I will create this charge, ground the electroscope. Okay, bring this near the electroscope, ground the electroscope, bring my hand away and then bring this away, and the leaves should be diverged. Now here, the induction process, there was a negative charge on this rod, so I grounded the electroscope. So what you do in the first step is make sure the electroscope was grounded, then bring the charged rod, here it's negative, forcing the extra electrons into the leaves so that leaves have excess electrons. When I touched the scope with my finger, the excess electrons went through my body into the ground, so it was grounded, and then the rod was brought away. So therefore it had a net positive charge, this induction. Another method of induction is the process of charging with this electrophorus. There's a styrofoam base and this pipe pan. So you rub the base with fabric, the styrofoam base with the fabric. So now the base becomes charged. Put this pipe pan on the base and touch with the finger to ground it. You probably heard that little shock. So now there's some voltage on this base, and there's probably 5,000, and you may see a faint glow in this tube if I touch it. I'm not sure if that was bright enough for you to see. And also if I touch this, you may see a little bit of glowing of this tube. There are several thousand volts of electricity in there, of static electricity. So that's the process of induction. Notice in the induction, the charged object and the object being charged do not get touched. However, there is always some kind of grounding step in induction. Okay, the last process is polarization. So I'll move these aluminum bits out first. So here are some pieces of paper on the table, and I'll charge this PVC pipe. The bits of paper are insulating, and I bring this pipe near the paper, and notice I am starting to get some to attract and try to lift up to this PVC pipe. So they're trying to lift up to the pipe, and it's by the process of polarization. the atoms in the paper are getting polarized, inducing a surface charge that is opposite here. It would be positive surface charge trying to attract the paper to the pipe. And for the metal, I will recharge the pipe. This is pieces of aluminum. So what you do is bring the charged pipe. Now notice here they bounced off. They initially do get polarized in the metal on a macroscopic level, but then when the aluminum bits touch the pipe, they will get repelled because of charging by contact.